is going on, Earth Signs? This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. That said, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love lives for today, okay? Okay, if you see the Knight of Wands just trying to pop through. So I feel like y'all definitely feeling that fire, that fiery passion. You guys are feeling really influenced to do something. Right? I think you guys are really feeling that influence to like, yes, let's get this done. This is something I really want. Let's get it done. Oh, all right. Some of you guys is about taking action and channeling that emotion into, you know, into a fiery kind of expose. All right. Hangman. Yeah. And the King of Cups. Okay. I was right about the last one. All right. The only time things will change is if you change. No, not really. I mean, yes, but this is talking about you taking action on this change. All right. See what I'm saying? What did I just say? Taking action on this change. What's going on? All right. This is literally what I was just saying. See, you guys, see, I feel you, y'all. Like, I feel you this time around. All right? Look at that. 5 of Pentacles. Nah. We ain't going to do this 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to throw this out. For y'all good, I'm going to throw this in the trash. No, I'm just kidding. Every card is useful. Every card is gorgeous. Every card has a beautiful meaning to it that can help us through any patch. So when I joke about throwing away a card, I'm not actually being serious, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm literally just joking. But anyway, you guys got the 5 of Pentacles in your underlying energy. Okay, and it's a struggle, and underneath that you have the Knight of Swords. So this is definitely a struggle, you know, pushing for something, you know, fighting for something that you believe in, fighting for something that you are adamant about, and that's good, right? But the situation is that you're coming from a place of lack. You're not coming from a place of, you know, great stability at this moment. You know, there's a lot of things that could be better in your situation. But what is most important about the 5 of Pentacles to me? Well, what's more important to me? It is determination, right? Because you know, like they were homeless, wounded, tired, maybe even rejected, even. But they're still determined to get some sort of solid ground. They're still determined to get some sort of equal balance, some sort of give and take, something to help them, right? They're still determined to fight to solve their solution, to solve their problem. And this is a situation that we got going on here. Because the harder you're reading has the 7 of Pentacles, which talks about looking at the situation from, you know, a very practical standpoint, right? Like, what do you want to do? What more do you that needs to be done? It could be a kind of the 7 of Pentacles rather, could kind of feel like you've done a lot and there's yet still to do, and you kind of aren't sure of what else is there left to do, or that you don't know if you have enough, if you really want to you know, give up any more energy or time to growing this. For some of you guys, it's not that case. I don't think it's the latter. I really feel like it's more of a, I really feel like this is something, this is my baby, I've come such a long way, there's no turning back now, what else do I need to do, right? And I feel like you guys are stuck in this period of waiting and trying to wait for something to happen, but there is nothing to wait for. You just have to do. Just keep doing. Just keep taking action. Just making it happen. Because the Ace of Wands is the action card, right? You go ahead and make that future happen. You make that beginning happen. Because nothing's going to happen for you. It's about you taking it and going for it. So I feel like for a lot of you guys right now, it's like, yeah, you're just trying to kind of not really make ends meet, if that makes sense. You're working hard, you're really focused, but your energy's a little bit it's like a seesaw. It's not balanced out. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on in my throat, y'all. 7 of Pentacles is giving me an off vibe though. We're gonna go back to that in a moment, but let's go into the past here. Now you guys have committed to something. I think you guys either had, you know, settled down, well, plan to settle down. You guys have created a new structure, a new routine. You guys are in a commitment now. Some of you guys are committed to a certain goal, path, because look at the star, right? I think for some of you guys, maybe even have changed a lot of your routines, changed a lot of your traditions, changed a lot of your previous belief systems, right? Just kind of whatever it was that was keeping you kind of in a certain box, you broke out of that and created a new sort of religion, routine, self-policy, self-nourishing kind of rules. And now you guys have the stars, so you're definitely starting to implement a lot of those new rules, a lot of these new beliefs. You guys have changed a lot of your traditions, a lot of your, yourself in a great deal. And now you're going ahead and starting something new, and you put in the work. I see that. And the Ace of, well, there is hope for this, right? There's new hope. There's new beginnings shining out. You could feel that energy. And I feel like for some of you guys are putting in the work, despite this feeling of like this, this dream being, very far-fetched, and maybe it's a pipe dream. You're still putting in effort. For those of you, though, there's some others out here that are seeing this opportunity, right, as a new beginning for whatever they've been working hard for, as something they've been working hard for forever, and they still think that this is something that's going to take them forever to build, right? Therefore, this star is theoretically light years away and untouchable. And that is not the case. The focus has to be put back onto what it is that you're doing. Not exactly what your goalpost is, but what it is that you're doing. Because the whole thing with the Seven of Pentacles is that, yes, you could be, you've come a long way. And that's a good thing, right? You come a long way. But it's going to be still a struggle. It's still going to be a fight if you're always constantly checking up on where you are at. Where you at? Where's your goal at? Where are you? It's about focusing on what you need to do in the moment, which is why the Ace of Wands is here. Just take action. Focus on what needs to be done. Because honestly, the second you start looking at, okay, I've been here and done that, or I've been here and I'm still here, I'm not actually where I need to be yet, you're always going to be, you're always going to feel like you're never going to get there. If you continue to put work towards your dream, towards what you want, you're going to be fine. And remember why you're doing it as well. The goalpost is the future. Why did you start this, right? Why did you begin this journey? Why was this new opportunity provided to you, and why did you take it? Because ultimately, this is not about like, oh, well, why did you take it? Because now you don't want it. Now you're acting like you don't want it. No. Remember, because remembering why you started something will give you that fire back. Because I did see that ace, that King of Wands. Okay, I ain't playing. You got the Knight of Wands here. You go in and charging it with fire, with passion. You're feeling that energy. This is yours. This is something you can believe in. This is something. Every fiber of your being is fighting for this. But you got to remember why you started it, and that's why the Six of Cups is your advice. It's time to remember, family. It's time to remember why you started out doing what you're doing. What did you commit to here that, that's inspiring this push towards something new? Okay? Because right now, yeah, it can get a little dull. It can get a little bit, it's kind of, the work may not be that exciting, but remember why you're doing it. Because why you're doing this at all is what's going to help continue to push you forward. Like I said, being that king, remember that King of Cups and the Hangman? I was just saying, remember with the King of Wands that came out. Channel that feeling. Channel the feeling into action and let that be the drive, okay? Let that be your driving factor. Let that be the fuel to your flame, all right? Or the gasoline to your flame, or whatever technical term you all kids use nowadays. You know what I mean? Oh snap! What we got? Love without condition. Okay, all right, and it's basically saying do you without expecting anything further. Because I think where you guys are, you're not where you are, where you've expected to be since you started out committing to this journey. And it doesn't happen overnight, and I'm sure you guys all know that. But it's going to take dedication, love, and patience in order to get there. So what love without condition is telling me is that you have to kind of continue to move forward without expecting to be in a certain place anytime soon, without any sort of conditions attached to this effort. Now, if this is a relationship, this definitely, without condition, you should be, focusing and bettering your relationship without trying to get something additional with it. And I know it's hard to do the kind of for some of you guys, right? It's hard to go into a relationship and not expect something out of it. But if you truly love someone, you love them without them having to give you anything. You love them without having to, you know, receive anything extra, without having to get married, without having to do this. All those other labels, those don't mean anything, because where's Valentine's Day? It's in Aquarius season. Aquarius teaches us unconditional love, and that's what love is. Love is unconditional. Love doesn't have a label on it, or a price tag, or a marriage license. Love is a feeling that comes from us, that creates beautiful things. The star. The second chance happened to it was given to us, not because we deserved it, because it was something that, you know, it's love. That's why. Hopefully that made sense. But let me go ahead and read your affirmation for this. Right, love without condition. Do you often find it easier to give advice to others whilst hiding from the truth that the advice you give is advice that you yourself neglect to follow? Do you find it easy to nurture others and show them kindness and compassion? It is time to be kind and gentle with yourself, to love you, strengths and weaknesses, without reservation or condition. Nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, for you are deserving of the same unconditional care and love that you give to others. So be careful about codependency, folks, because that sounded like a very codependent message, but it's absolutely true. You gotta love yourself as well, right? If you're willing to give of yourself, why aren't you able to give of yourself? Give to yourself, right? You're giving of yourself. Give of yourself to yourself. You know what I mean? That's what the star is doing. I know it's giving back. It's giving of herself here, but she is planting and planting seeds and watering the world for a better future for herself. And that's what that message is all about. Don't put labels or price tags on your love. Don't put labels or price tags on your love for yourself. If this is something you truly want, definitely go for it without any sort of conditions attached. Okay? Because you deserve love no matter what. That's like I was saying with the star. It doesn't have to happen because you deserve it. It's just because the world loves you and you love yourself enough to have another chance. Alright, family, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you want to take part of my $10 question sale on Instago, it's in the description box below, as well as getting readings from me on my website by clicking the I or going in the description box. Either way works fine. And as always, guys, I love you to death, and I will see you guys really soon. Take care. Bye, guys.